The Guayana Essequibo, also known as Essequibo or Essequibo, refers to a contested area spanning 159,500 square kilometers situated to the west of the Essequibo River. This territory is subject to conflicting claims, with Venezuela asserting ownership while Guyana maintains control, largely due to the 1899 Paris Arbitral Award. This dispute originates from historical colonial divisions, Venezuela tracing its claim to Spain's legacy, while Guyana's control stems from the actions of the Netherlands and the United Kingdom. Despite the independence of both Venezuela and Guyana, this boundary issue remains unresolved and continues to be a point of contention between the two nations. In 1840, the British government tasked explorer and naturalist Robert Herman Schomburgk with delineating British Guiana's boundaries. His survey produced the Schomburgk Line, extending beyond British occupation and granting control of the Orinoco River's mouth to British Guiana. Venezuela contested these borders, escalating tensions when gold mines were discovered in 1876. Matters worsened, prompting Venezuela to cut diplomatic ties with the UK in 1887. Seeking resolution, the UK and Venezuela turned to arbitration mediated by the United States, resulting in the 1899 Paris Arbitral Award. In 1949, a memorandum written by Severo Mallet-Prevost, official secretary of the U.S.-Venezuela delegation in the arbitration, and published posthumously stated that the arbitral award resulted from the pressure by the tribunal president Friedrich Martins and a political deal between Russia and Britain. Said memorandum led to complaints by Venezuela in the United Nations in 1962, which resulted in the Geneva Agreement, signed with the United Kingdom in 1966. Presently, Venezuela lays claim to all territory west of the Essequibo River, referred to as the Zone in Reclamation. The northwestern border of Guayana Essequibo aligns with the 1905 delineation set by the British-Venezuelan Mixed Boundary Commission, established based on the Arbitral Award of October 3, 1899. Venezuela aims to nullify the established legal borders and currently acknowledges only the Essequibo River boundary. Guyana divides this territory into 6 administrative regions: Barimawaini, Cuyuni-Mazaruni, Pomeroon-Supinam, Pataro-Siparuni, Upper Tucutu Upper Essequibo, and Essequibo Islands West Demerara for administrative purposes. Barimawaini, identified as Region 1 within Guyana, is situated in the country's northwestern area, covering an expanse of 20,339 square kilometers. Very few people live in Region 1. There are just 18,590, who live mainly in Amerindian settlements. Its geographical boundaries are the Atlantic Ocean to the north, the Pomeroon-Supinam region to the east, the Cuyuni-Mazaruni region to the south, and Venezuela to the west. The colors will be green and gold to represent the two main economic activities: gold and diamond mining and forestry. The symbol on the flag will be the leatherback turtle, which is found on the famous Shell Beach. Before the administrative reform in 1980, the region known today as Barimawaini in Guyana was referred to as the Northwest District. The shift of the administrative center from Morowana to Mabaruma was primarily prompted by concerns about Morawana's vulnerability to flooding. The naming of the region, Barimawaini, derives from the presence of 2 significant rivers that traverse and define its geography, the Barima River and the Waini River. The region is predominantly forested highland, bordered at the north by a narrow strip of low coastal plain. Logging is the region's main economic activity. The largest logging operation is run by the Bahama Company, which transports timber to Demerara to be processed into plywood. There are many other timber operations, as the tropical rainforest yields many species of hardwood and other useful types of wood. Mining for gold and diamond is also done in the forested area. The coast of Region 1 is known for its beaches, particularly Shell Beach, the only beach in the world to host 4 species of sea turtles during their nesting period from March to July. One type, the olive ridgely, is almost extinct. Another type, the Grant leatherback, is the world's largest turtle. The scarlet ibis, the national bird of Trinidad and Tobago, is also a common sight on these beaches. Since the 1980 administrative reforms, the government of Guyana has conducted 3 official censuses in 1980, 1991, 2002 and 2012. During the 2012 census, the population of Barima was reported to be 27,042 individuals. Pomeroon Supernam is a Region 02 of Guyana. It borders the Atlantic Ocean to the north, the region of Essequibo Islands West Demerara to the east, the region of Cuyuna Mazaruni to the south and the region of Barima to the west. The colors will represent the many waterways and the main economic activity, rice farming. The symbol will be a rice stalk. The Pomeroon Supernam region extends from the northwest by the Pomeroon River and on the southwest by the Supernam River along the coast. The region has an area of 5,560 square kilometers. It comprises of the hinterland forest, the low coastal plain and the hilly sand and clay region. The 42,769 people of this region live in Amerindian settlements and more established villages concentrated along the coast. Ana Regina is the administrative center and regional capital of the Pomeroon Supernam region. Ana Regina stands on the Atlantic coast, northwest of the mouth of the Essequibo River, 19 kilometers north of Adventure, and was established as a town in 1970. The town of Ana Regina grew out of a government land development scheme and is made up of former plantations such as Henrietta, Lima, La Belle Alliance. There are 3 lakes on the Essequibo coast: Capui, Mainstay, and Hot and Cold. Capui is near Ana Regina. The Tupacuma project in this region links the Tupacuma, Reliance, and Capui lakes into one large conservancy, which supplies irrigation water for rice fields which dominate Region 2. One of Guyana's largest rice producers, Cayman Sanka Limited, operates in this region, producing rice not only for local consumption, but also for export to other countries of the world. Besides rice farming, some people cultivate coconuts and care for beef and dairy cattle. Timber production is conducted on a very small scale in this region. Not surprisingly, the region is known as the Rice Land. According to the official census report of 2012, the population of Pomeroon Supernam is 46,014.